My door. All right. So let's start with nice tall posture. Use your screen to sort of see your shoulders. Make sure you're sitting nice and tall, straight. Lifting through the crown of the head. Very good. Nice. And then become aware of your breath, breathing through your nose, possible. And just maybe even close your eyes and just pay attention to the breathing as an act of nourishment. Not just, something we do every 22,000 times a day, 22,000, but as an act of getting the prana in, your life force. Letting the belly rise. And notice the little pauses between the in breath and out breath. Maybe dwell there just a bit longer. Great, one more breath. Good. And then let's do some face and finger gymnastics first. So we'll do a smile and then fist and scrunch up your face and smile. Smile, big smile. And scrunch up your face. Good. Smile. Good, one more. All right. And then we'll open the eyes wide. Open, 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 keep it open. Good. And then we're gonna, what did I wanna do? Oh yeah, blow some kisses. All right. And then let's do some sounding. So first we're gonna do inhale through the nose and we're gonna do shh sound on the exhale. So inhale. Shh. Good. And then sound, like a hissing sound. Good. And then all the vowels. So and then e and o and then ooh, even smaller circle. Ooh. Okay, now let's do shoulder circles. So up and back and down and forward. Up, back, down and forward. Good, and then make a little wing. And let's do a circle with the elbow. So all the way up, back behind you, down and forward. Great, another side. Again, pointed forward, up, back and down. Drawing that circle. Very good. And then let's bring the head, so look over, turn the head over to the right. Stay there for a few breaths, feeling that stretch. And then stay in that same position, just slightly tuck your chin down. Good. Yeah, and then back to center. And then other side. And then tuck your chin down. Good, and then back to center. We're gonna interlace the fingers and we'll hold sort of the back of the head. And then you're gonna, as if you want to elongate your neck, you're gonna pull up a little bit. Which will gently engage the neck muscles. So lengthening the back of the neck by moving as if you wanted to move the hands up. Good. And release. Great. And then we'll lift the right arm up. Sorry, right arm up. And then side bend. Stay there for a few breaths. See if you can breathe in into the ribs here on the right side. Stretching all those small muscles between the ribs to help you breathe. Good, and then back to center and other side. So side bending towards right, and then breathing into that left side. Deep breath in. Very good, and back to center. And then arms in cactus. To try for this angle to be 90 degrees. So lifting the elbows so the upper arm is sort of parallel to the floor if you can. And then so bring your hands a little closer to your ears, Bruce, a little closer. Yeah, good. And then exhale and inhale, open. And exhale, close. Inhale, open. One more. Great. And release. Relax your shoulders. And okay, I'm gonna go back to my chair. Okay. So we'll go forward. So hinging forward at the hips. Coming down and then inhale, lift back up. And exhale, reach forward with your upper body. Inhale. Let's see if you can really take the hinge at the hips, not at the waist. So the whole upper body, even the low back, moves forward. Good. One more. Very good. And back up. Nice. And then let's stretch the legs. So push through the heel, straightening one leg at a time. Feel it in the quadriceps. Good, and then we'll add the opposite arm. So right arm up and overhead, and then either straightening and holding up, or if that's a little too much, you can tap the heel down. And other side. So either up or touching the floor with the heel. So opposite arm and leg. Very good. Big reach. We're really pushing for big movement in this class, so keep that in mind. Sometimes we have to force the brain a little bit to move big. Okay, so we'll go sideways, side to side, just rolling down on one side and then the other. Good. All right, then back to center. And then we'll step the feet wider apart. And then we'll lift the left knee, touching in with the right hand. So a little bit of twisting with your knees apart. Try to lift that foot off the floor and the whole upper body twists. So your shoulders rotate to the side. Keep your gaze to the side as you twist. Very good. Nice. And then we'll engage the core, and we're gonna wave big. Side to side. Good. And then we'll go side to side, but this way. So you're reaching to the right and then forward and drawing that half circle this way. Sweeping side to side. With the whole body, not just the arms. So bend forward. Reach forward. Imagine some things out of reach and you really need to try, reach for it. It's quite a bit of work. All right. And relax your shoulders, arms. And I'll take that ball. So first, let's roll it between your hands. So really spread your fingers and try to extend them. So see if you can keep the ball between your palms rather than the fingers. Yeah, so you can really extend the fingers away from the ball. Good. Okay. And then we'll hold it like this, pancake, and then open, reach the arms out to the side, holding the ball, squeeze again, flip, and open. Flip, open, flip, open. Flip, and open. A couple more. Open, and flip, and open. Good. Relax your arms. Take a few breaths. And then we'll just toss. So a little hand-eye coordination. Very good. All right. Now we're gonna start with holding the ball in the right hand. And we're gonna switch it above the head and back out to the side. Switch above your head and out to the side. Keep breathing, sitting tall. Very good. And then release. And then we'll switch in front of us and behind us. So you can either switch behind you like this or scoot all the way back and switch behind the chair. Switch the ball and pass it forward. Very good. Okay. Now let's see. I'm gonna put on some music so it's a little more cheerful. And we'll continue doing some power moves with the ball. All right. Green. Can you hear the music? Yeah? Too loud? Well, I guess it depends on your setting. Let's see. And every song has a little bit different loudness too. But slightly less. Let me know if you don't hear it. Okay. Okay, so we'll start by marching. Good. Okay, and so ball in your right hand. And you're gonna reach up to the left, switch the ball, reach over to the right, switch. And Michelle, if your shoulder hurts, you can always go a little lower. So instead of like this, you can go more to the side. But if you can, reach up. Very good. A few more. And then back to center. And then let's rock on the sit bones, first without the ball. So you're lifting one part of your butt off the chair and then the other. Rock the boat. Good. And then we'll add that ball. So power rock and switching the ball as if you wanted to touch the wall with the ball. Very good. All right, and then back to center. And then we're gonna be crossing the midline. So right hand crosses, you tap your left shoulder and then extend up and switch, tap across the shoulder and up, switch, tap, reach up, switch, tap, reach up, switch, tap, reach up, switch, tap, reach up, switch. One more time each side. Reach up, switch, tap, reach up, and switch. Good. And then we'll try switching under the leg. Switching under my thighs. If that's a little bit too much, then just tap, switch, tap, switch. Otherwise you can switch under. Very good. Great. Back to center, and let's work those ankles. Tap your feet down, lifting those toes towards your shins. Good. And then heels. Tap with the heels. And then hold the ball, maybe interlace fingers around it if you can. And then we're gonna chop. Inhale and chop. Exhale as you chop. Very good. And then we'll chop from here, from the upper right corner towards left. Chop. 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 Very good. Chop. So feel that rotation around the trunk as you move on that diagonal. Good, and then let's do the others. So from the upper left towards the lower right. Very good. Nice. All right, and back to center. Take a few breaths. All right, and then let's walk it out again. March. Get that heart rate up. Living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself. I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Okay. And then we're gonna hold the ball in the right hand. We're gonna be stepping out with the foot and reaching up. And back to center. Step out with the left. Reach out with the left. Step. Big step up. And then try to look that way too. And you could try opening the fingers and balancing the ball as you reach. But if you feel like you're gonna lose it, you can hold on to it. Big step, a little bigger, Kenton, nice. Wait a minute, fill my cup, put some nigga in it, take a sip, sign the check. I don't see most of you guys flick, so I'm hoping you're stepping really wide. Good. And then we're gonna just tap the heels, so straightening one and then bending again. And then we're gonna bring the elbow towards that side. So if your left heel taps, the right elbow goes to the left. And then left elbow goes to the right. Very good. So another twist built in. Very good. And then run. Run in one spot.
Before we leave, let me tell y'all a little something.
See if you can run on your tiptoes.
Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. I said uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up.
And release. Great. All right. So let's get rid of the ball for a while. Put it somewhere where you can trip on it. And then we're gonna splash. Good. All right. And then we're gonna be pretending we're sort of walking forward. So you're gonna go 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So kind of like tapping with both heels. And then step back, step, step forward, step back. Tap, tap, bend, bend. Straight, straight, bend, bend. All right. Good. And then keep that one leg straight, the right leg straight. Toes up. And then we're gonna reach the arms back and to the side. And you're coming forward a little bit. Core engaged, shoulders back. So no rounding, but engage those upper back muscles. Rest those arms back. Long neck. Holding there. And back up. This leg. And then again, spread your wings. Lean forward. Keep your neck somewhat long and relaxed. Stretch those legs. And then back up. Good. And then we'll interlace fingers. And we'll draw a big infinity sign, crossing in the middle. Breathing, nice big movement, and then reverse. Very good. Now that we warmed up, we can do the power twist. So where we're trying to also twist, but also taking the knees and the hip with you, possibly. And then coming back to center. Yeah, it's easier with a slidey chair. If you have a fabric chair, it might be a little harder. And look to that side too. Again, it will help you with that range of motion. Look to the right. Look to the left. Very good. Good. Nice work. One more, and then back to center. Oh, I didn't even give you any water break yet. Take a water break. You have water. It's important to hydrate. All right, we're gonna bring the right knee in and do some ankle circles. Yeah, take your time getting water. Other side. Good. And then we'll straighten the left leg. And we'll be doing side bends. So using your forearm or your hand. And then let's slide down that straight leg and open the side. And then we'll try to go forward. So hinging forward. And then back to center, and then switch legs. So right leg straight, toes up. And then we'll do the side angle pose first. And the breath in here. And reverse. Very good, and back to center, and then we'll go straight forward with that one straight leg. And back up. Good. All right, such a cheerful tune. So let's do this. So expand into a big star and everything together. You could do one at a time if that's more accessible instead of both at the same time. So you choose. That's it, nice, Kenton. Good. We're working the core. And also all the extenders. One last one. Good. And then flick your fingers. Straightening the arms. Abracadabra.
Pretty little raven at the birdman stand. Taught him how to do the bump and it was grand. They started
Keep
going
them down, just flicking them open.
Out pop the buzzard and the Oreo. He rocks in the treetop all day long. Hopping and a popping and a singing his song.
And sideways.
Little birds on Jaybird Street. Love to hear the robin go tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin. Tweet, tweet, rock, rockin' Robin.
Good. And then we'll jump the feet to the right, arms go to the left, and we'll reverse. You could do again one at a time, that's more accessible, or both at the same time.
All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go tweet, 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 rockin' Robin. Rockin' Robin.
Very good.
Slow rockin' Robin, 'cause we're really gonna rock tonight.
Good, nice. And then let's dance with the shoulders. Up and down. So one shoulder up and one shoulder down. Very good. All right. Take a few breaths. A little break again. Maybe even come into a forward fold. Relax your neck. Good. right. And then we're gonna sort of try to engage the hamstrings, which is a little harder in the chair, but hopefully you can slide down. So you need to sort of push down and slide that the toes back, and you should feel it in the hamstring a little bit. Just sliding while you're pressing down a little bit. If you have a carpet, it's probably harder. Try your best. Sliding under your chair if possible. Good. And then I'll give you a couple of different options. So if you are able to get up, then that's a great exercise to work your glutes and, you know, just a very functional movement, right? We need it quite a bit. So on your own pace, coming up into standing. If you're unable to do that, you're gonna reach forward and then come into power up. Reach forward, power up. Or even you could try just sort of rocking forward and back. And maybe as you rock forward, you're gonna be able to lift your butt up just a bit. So all the way up, or rocking forward and back. Or do a couple or a few squats. You don't have to come all the way to the chair. You could do a squatting. So with squats, you want the hips to go back, right? You don't want to do this. That's hard on your knees. So that's that hinge at the hips. Knees bend a little bit, but you're sticking your butt back. And then squeezing the glutes to propel your hips forward. And your chest is still up. Good. That's it. Nice, Bruce. All right. Very good. So if you're standing and you're okay standing, I want to stretch your hip flexors, because if you sit a lot, these muscles here get really tight. But I'll show you a chair version too. So either standing up, holding on, one leg back, one foot forward, and you're trying to keep your chest up. But you could also do it here on the chair this way. So either like this or like this, sending that leg back. And then maybe even one arm up. Or like this. Make sure you're balancing well. Good, and then we'll switch sides. So either just switch legs, standing. If you're seated, then you have to turn around. Good, that's it. Very good. Yeah, so, you know, if you spend a lot of time sitting, these stretches are good. All right, let's come back to the chair. Let's pump the ankles some more. So You can either do this, so both lift. If you want to make it a little harder, you can put one foot up on the other, which makes it harder, and even press down a little, and then lift. And then switch sides if you've done this. And lifting that heel. This is also good to do if you suffer from the low blood pressure when you get up. You know, before you get up, doing a few things like this, these movements pump the blood up towards your heart, so you don't get as much low blood pressure when you stand up. Good. All right. And then crossing arms, drawing a big circle. Good. All right. Turn on the music. We'll slow down. Do a little bit of breathing and some relaxation. So let's tone our diaphragm with the breathing muscle. So I don't know, did we do it last week? We're gonna try to do that slide up. Yeah, we did. Okay. So, you know, if you were okay with that last time, you can try it again. For those of you who were not in, we're just gonna create a slight obstacle, but you can still breathe. It's just a little harder. So just a little bit of a push on your nostrils. And then just breathe. So it's going to be a little harder and your diaphragm will have to work harder. So you might feel more movement in your belly, which is what we want. So, and then the exhale, just let go and fully exhale. So only on the inhale, you're creating that obstacle. You don't want to feel like you're too much out of breath or dizzy. So if you feel like that, then stop and return to your regular breath. Gonna elongate your breath a little bit. And then exhale through free nose. It's just light touch, so don't make it too hard for you to breathe. Oh, Kenton, you have that device, right, for breathing. What is that? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, where did he get it, Daisy? From a doctor? So that's another option you guys could get.
He get from Amazon. He got a physical therapy. That's why they
For the physical therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's this device that makes it a little harder for you to breathe, and that's how they use it in the hospitals, even for people after COVID. I hear, you know, who have trouble breathing, because as you have to work harder to breathe, it tones the diaphragm. But you know, you could just use your own fingers if that works. Good. So yeah, I don't know. It could, for some people, it could be even easier to sort of engage the the diaphragm and the belly movement when you make a little bit of that obstacle. And so let's now try just a couple minutes of inhaling for 4 and exhaling maybe for 6. It's a little longer than the inhale, which is a good breathing pattern if you want to go to sleep, which is maybe not now, but let's just try to elongate that exhale. It's also good for anxiety. So if you feel really wired and anxious, elongating that exhale, making it longer than the inhale works good for the nervous system. Okay, so inhaling. You could also inhale for 2, exhale for 4, depending on what your capacity is. So 2, 3, or 4 inhale, and then slightly longer exhale. So let's give it a try. Good. And then because everyone's different, and I know in Parkinson's you can, some people have more anxiety, some people have more depression, and so the yoga gives us all these tools that how we can sort of balance out our energy. So if you're feeling anxious, this was a good breathing pattern. If you feel like really sluggish and sort of depressed, then it's better to work on the inhale, because that's the energizing and stimulating part of the breathing. So you could do something like the stair step breath. So you would do, and then through the nose, ideally. So 1 long exhale through the nose, and then again. But try to keep your shoulders relaxed. So you don't want to do, yeah, that's the upper chest breathing, and that's not that great. So even if you're doing the stair step, you still want to feel more of the movement down here versus up here. I mean, you'll feel it a little bit, but so that's more stimulating. So now you have 2 different patterns that you can play around with. All right. So it's your homework is to try it, try it on yourself. But again, with pranayama, it's always the main rule is if you don't feel well after you do the pranayama, then stop. You know, if it makes you dizzy or weird, out of breath, just come back to your regular breath, and maybe do a little less. So, you know, instead of taking 5 stair step breaths, do just 3 and see if that's better. Or you can skip altogether. All right, so let's relax a little bit. So find comfortable position. I'll probably run a few minutes late just to give you enough rest. So either lying down on your couch or being in the chair, or even on the floor if that's okay for you. You know, sometimes just stretching your muscles and bones on the floor feels good. Okay, I'm gonna play my drum. Let me know if you don't hear it. Hopefully you'll hear it. Take a deep breath in. And slowly start moving your toes and fingers. And maybe take a stretch. And then we'll close the class with our loving kindness prayer. Feel free to join. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be mindful. May I have courage. And may I treat myself with love, myself and others with love and compassion. And then hands to your forehead as a reminder of the power of your thoughts. Hands to your lips as a reminder of the power of your words. And hands to your heart as a reminder of the power of your actions. Thank you, everyone. Namaste. Very good job. Any questions?
No.
Did you hear the drum?
The drum this time was sort of kind of choppy.
Oh.
Or maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was,
Yeah,
it-
I don't know. It might be my son is sometimes using the microphone, but he might have. I have to ask him. Maybe he changed some setting. I need to look into it
but
again.
it was fine. It wasn't the way you have it, which has that wonderful sound.
Yeah, I know. In the previous class, they also told me it was sort of in and out. So yeah, I need to.
Yeah.
The thing is, I can't hear how it sounds. So, well, I guess maybe maybe if I look at the video, I would hear it. Yeah. Okay, I'll look into it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, bye everyone.
Bye.
See you next week.
Every-
Go to
Bye.
work.
See you.